am Radha Lakshmi, Associate Professor of Zoology, working in PV Vaniya Perumal College for Women, Virudhunagar. Today I am going to explain about color blindness. Now let's see what is color blindness. Color blindness is a genetic disorder inherited from the parents. This means that when the parents have the genes for color blindness, it is automatically passed on from the parents to their children, and the person suffering from color blindness, they will not be able to identify the primary colors like red, green and blue. So we could say it's color vision problem or color vision deficiency. In olden days it's also called as Daltonism, since it is named after the discoverer John Dalton. Normally each and every character in our body is controlled by the genes in the chromosomes in our body. The chromosomes, they are of two types. Somatic chromosomes that control the body characters, and the sex chromosomes for sex determination. And the gene for this color blindness is located in the sex chromosomes. Sex chromosomes are also of two types, X and Y, and particularly the gene for this color blindness is located on the X chromosome. So Y chromosome has no color blindness gene at all. And now let us see the causes for this color blindness. Before dealing with the causes, let's see the light sensitive cells in the normal human eye. A normal human eye or a healthy human eye has a photosensitive layer or light sensitive layer called retina. And this retinal layer, it has two types of light sensitive cells called rod cells and cone cells. The rod cells, they help to see the objects in dim light or low light. The cone cells, they help to see the objects in normal and bright light. And so these cone cells are essential for the color vision. This color blindness occurs in the people when these two light sensitive cells and fail to perform their functions. Now that we have seen it's a genetic disorder, apart from the genetic factors, there are also several other factors which may include damage caused to the brain or to the eye, maybe due to an accident, or it may be due to the side effects of some medicines, or the unlimited use of tobacco and alcohol may also result in color blindness in people. Now let us see the types of color blindness. First type, we could say it is monochromacy. It is total color blindness. Now let us see the monochromacy in detail. People affected by monochromacy, we could say they are totally blind people, color blind people. They will not be able to see red, blue and green lights. A normal person will have three types of cone cells: red color sensing cells, green color sensing cells and blue color sensing cells. Since they have no color sensing cone cells, total absence of color sensing cells, so they will not be able to differentiate between red, green and blue, and this is total color blindness. In this picture, we could clearly see the difference between a normal vision and a people with monochromacy vision. They will not see any bright colors at all. Now let us see the second type. It is called dichromacy. This disorder results in people when one of the cone cells or the cone pigments is absent or they are damaged. It may be due to the nerve cell damage or due to mutation in the genes, and this is called partial color blindness. And in this picture we could see the difference between the vision of normal people and the vision of dichromacy patients. Here we could see now in the normal vision we could see a brighter blue and green and red colors. In the vision of dichromacy patient we could see dull primary colors. Let us see the third type. It is red-green color deficiency. This is the most common type of color blindness in people. And there are also subtypes. And this is an example. Among the subtypes, protanopia is more common. When the people are affected by protanopia, they cannot see red light at all. That means that red light sensing cones are totally absent in their retinal layer. This picture clearly shows us how the protanopia people, they see the colors. They will not be able to see the red color at all. Instead, they could see only the shades of yellow color. Now let us see the next type, that is deuteranopia. These people, they don't have the green color sensing cones in their retinal layer. So they will not be perceiving the green light as we normally see. And this picture we could see the vision of normal people and the vision of deuteranopia patients. They could not see the green trees and green grasses, and so they see only the green color as shades of pale yellow. And the patients, and the first type we have seen about protanopia, and those persons affected by protanopia, they have the vision like this picture. When there is a protanopia driver, he could see the red signal in the traffic as green, and so there is greater risk of accidents and there is greater risk of their life. Also, the protanopia farmers, they will not be able to differentiate the ripe red fruits in their farms. So they always depend on others to complete their work throughout their life. And so the protanopia patients and also the deuteranopia patients, since they could not differentiate red and green colors, they face practical difficulties in their everyday life. Now let's see the next type. It's blue yellow color vision defects. These are not common in people, and this defect is called tritanopia. They don't have blue color sensing cone cells in the retinal layer of the eye. So they will not be able to see the blue color, and they could see the blue color as shades of purple color. This picture shows the vision of a sea. When normal people see the ocean view, they could see it as beautiful blue color, and the person suffering from tritanopia, they could see the blue shade as only as the shade of purple color. So the color blind people, they could not differentiate the primary colors, and they could perceive only primary colors as dull colors. And this picture also shows the difference between the normal vision of the people and the people who are suffering from red green and blue yellow deficiency. So far we have seen the types of color blindness and the people how they suffer in their daily life. They face difficulties in choosing fresh vegetables, fruits, flowers, and they will not be able to differentiate the pulses, and they have difficulties in driving a car or a vehicle, and also they have difficulties in selecting a particular color of the cloth. And so always these people, they depend on others for their regular works. And regarding the genetic aspects of this color blindness, already we have seen that it's a genetic disorder. They are inherited from the genes. They are inherited from the genes in the parents to their children. From the beginning, we have said that there are two types of chromosomes. The body has somatic chromosomes as well as sex chromosomes. The sex chromosomes, they help in sex determination, and among the sex chromosomes, the X chromosomes have this gene for this color blindness. So in this disorder, normally males are affected because the Y chromosome that determines the maleness in man has no color blindness gene, but the X chromosome with the color blindness gene could be inherited from the mother to the boy child. Females or the mothers, they have only one copy of this gene in their X chromosome normally, and so they don't have this color blindness, but they could transmit this color blindness gene from them to their children, and so they are called as carriers. In this picture, we could see a normal man is married to a carrier woman. Normal, we could say it's normal man or unaffected father, and carrier woman, that means that she has a single gene for color blindness in her X chromosome. Now, why do we say her as carrier? Since she has the color blindness gene in one of her chromosomes. Only when she has two color blindness genes in her chromosomes, she will be affected by color blindness. So normally females are not affected. Mostly they are not affected by this disorder. Now looking at this picture, we could see the normal man, carrier women. They have the possibility of having 4 children. And now let us see the condition of color blindness. The first boy baby or son, we could say he is unaffected. The picture shows that he is unaffected. That means that he has received a normal X chromosome from her mother and a normal Y chromosome from her father. So he doesn't have color blindness. He has a pleasure of enjoying all the bright colors in this world. And the next possibility of about their child is unaffected daughter, normal female child. This daughter has received both X chromosomes, one X chromosome from her father, one normal X chromosome from her father, and one normal X chromosome from her mother. The third possibility of the children is carrier daughter. This daughter, though she has a color blindness gene in one of her X chromosome, she could see all the bright colors, but she will have a chance of transmitting this gene to her children. So he is said to be a carrier daughter. The fourth possibility of their children is affected son. This affected son is colorblind. Since he has received a color blindness gene from the carrier mother. The carrier mother has transmitted her X chromosome with color blindness gene to this son, and this boy has received a normal Y chromosome from his father. So he is affected, that is, he is totally color blind. So all these genetic disorders are inherited from X chromosomes. So we could see this, that this type of inheritance is X linked, and we could also say it is criss-cross inheritance, because it is not inherited from the father to the son. It is not inherited from the mother to the daughter, but it is inherited to the sons through the carrier mother. So we say this is criss-cross inheritance. And now let us look about the diagnosis of this color blindness. Luckily, this color blindness could be diagnosed at an early stage by Ishihara plate test, which has a pattern made of multicolored dots. If we have color deficiency, we will not be able to see the green colored picture or the number in the center of this picture. But a person with color blindness will be seeing this number in the center as pale colors, so their vision will not be very clear. And regarding the treatment of this color blindness disorder or the color vision deficiency, there is no treatment for congenital color blindness. That means that when it is inherited from their mother, when it is inherited from their parents, there is no treatment at all, because the genes in the chromosomes has this disorder, and it could not be cured. But when it is acute, like due to the nerve cells or the damage to the brain cells that was occurred during an accident, we could cure this acute color blindness using some special contact lenses and glasses. So, to sum up, we could say this color blindness is a genetic disorder inherited from the parents. Normally males are affected, women are carriers with a single gene. And when the people are affected by this disorder, they will not be able to see the primary colors like red, green and blue. They always face some practical difficulties in choosing fresh vegetables, fruits, and then receiving the red light or the green light of traffic signals, and in selecting particular color clothes, and they depend on other people throughout their life for their routine work. Thank you for listening. Thank you.